Chef Feker is here this morning. We're talking a little bit about, I just bought some tortellini that, comes prepackaged.
Right. And I mentioned the name tortelloni, and Katrina was asking.
Tortelloni.
Yeah, tortelloni are the bigger one. Tortellini are the smaller one, and the one you probably bought, there were many of them in a packet, right? That's what it is. Those are tortellinis. They're correct. These are tortellonis. These are Il Mito made tortellonis.
Ooh, they are big.
The pasta is nice and soft here. Why? Because it is fresh. If you buy a tortelloni that is fresh and soft and is in the refrigerator section, there is something wrong. That means something has been added to it. So enjoy your tortellinis.
It was not, mine were not soft.
That's great. That's great. Then that's fine. Yeah. Now these are filled with roasted potatoes, rosemary and black peppercorn, and ricotta cheese. This is what's going to be my version of meat and potato. Because we're going to grill some tenderloin.
So
we're going to have these.
the potatoes are right in here.
Yeah, the potatoes are in here. We're going to grill the meats on the side, and we're going to bring some caramelized green onions to the party.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is...
I was standing on the wrong side, huh? Do I need to cut things?
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Cut it in half for me, would you?
Cut it in half? Now,
yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is another question I have for you. I know
no problem.
Seem really
I love
lame.
it. I love that.
Okay, so do you only cut the white parts and leave the green parts and don't cook with those?
If the greens are too wilted and too old, cut them off. Yeah, but don't throw them away. You freeze them, and when you're going to make a stock or a soup or something, you use it later.
Okay.
Nothing needs to be thrown away in the kitchen if used correctly. Now cut them in half for me.
Okay.
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 And then put them on the grill pan right here that has been grilling. And there's no oil, everybody.
No
For those
oil.
of you that are seeing, there's no oil.
But this is one of those great pans.
Right.
It's like a cast iron.
That's exactly right. Okay. Now, take your your tenderloin.
Yes.
Season it with a little bit of salt and pepper right there.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to do both sides, right? Oh, and I have to do
one side is fine.
Okay,
That's
high,
good.
right? Because you said
Beautiful.
that makes it more even. I'm not being fancy. I'm just...
Black pepper or white pepper. The choice is yours. Always. I love cooking with white pepper. Drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over the meat. Extra virgin olive oil right there. Duh.
Yes. Okay.
And then the side that is oily goes down into the pan.
Okay.
That's perfect.
So we've seasoned this side.
And we've oiled it.
Okay, and you don't want me to flip it around? You want me to just go ahead and put it in there?
Yeah, and you're going to see why. Beautiful. Okay. The oil from the meat is going to be the oil for the green onions also, but we don't want any oil on the green onions. Why? Because we want to caramelize it more. That way, let me give my darling a towel here so she can clean her
Before I licked my fingers.
Yeah, that way your onions caramelize more and the natural sugars intensify more. That's going to be the flavors that is happening. Now, we're going to bring this to an instant boil, and what I want you to do is to take your tortellonis.
My tortellonis, because size matters. Nobody wants any tortellinis anymore.
One at a time. That's a mistake that we always make. We throw pasta in the water all in a bunch, and they stick together. When you throw them one at a time, the surface of each pasta gets coated with water, so it doesn't stick anymore.
So you have to kind of give them their own little launch.
Exactly.
Like, have a good bath.
Give them their space, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Katerina, give me my space, huh?
All right, then.
Love you. Okay, now, season this side, because that side was exposed, and you seasoned it. Now this side is exposed.
I'm going to go high.
Yes, ma'am. A little bit of white pepper.
Okay. Here you go, a little pepper.
Okay.
And then do I do more oil?
In a moment.
In a moment.
I want you to create a quick sauce. You ready?
Sure.
Put your cream in here, darling. Just half of it.
Okay, just half. So it's a full...
That's it. A little bit more?
A little more?
That's all you're going to need, because the rest of the liquid is going to be the water from the pasta. Bring your blue cheese from there.
Yes.
Put it in here as well.
All of it?
All of it.
Okay, and does it...
All of it.
It just gets to be spread in there.
That's right.
Okay.
We're going to move this around a little bit. Sprinkle of Parmigiano.
So I'm assuming that since we have cream and blue cheese, this is going to be really rich.
It's going to be rich. Why? Because what's a marriage made in heaven? Blue cheese, tenderloin, caramelized onion. I brought the whole thing together in a pasta dish. This is
an amazing ceremony.
Why? Because I'm an amazing chef. No.
You're like the priest. The priest at their wedding.
This is one of the dishes that I have at Il MITO East, either for lunch or dinner. That's why I wanted to think about how do I bring meat and potato to the table, but doing it in a different way. Exactly. So once these are grilled, we're going to leave this whole on the tortelloni, so they get to cut like they're getting an entree.
Many bites? Yeah, exactly. You want to know the size of the bite that you want.
Exactly, because size matters, as she said.
Right, and then, so we got the sauce going here, but we'll just finish that up later.
Yeah. Katrina, I just wanted to tell you, look at this temperature of this pan. It's very low. You do not want to cook cheese at a very high temperature. So when we come back, we put this whole madness together, and it's going to be a great symphony of flavors.
All right, you can just keep on singing.
and stop drooling, okay? Wipe your mouth. I can see it. That's terrible. Embarrassing.
Some couples fight. I know it might be hard to believe, but they do. Now, what are the words that you should never say when you're arguing? We're all going to talk about our fights that might have ended up in a little bit of a war.
The word that I will never say is, I told you so. I told you so.
That's the wrong one.